Hey guys, this is Ambi from UnderdogChance.com, and in this video I will share my MLB betting mall projections, my bets, my picks if you like, and I will also have quick course about betting because I want to help you to win in the long run. So I will give you some of my views. And yesterday I went 5-2 plus 4.62 units of profit. Uh, as I said in my video yesterday, that I will probably add later Chicago Cubs. And uh, luckily, I also added uh, Chicago Cubs here 19 hours ago. So I added this in the comment. But at the end, it was a profitable day with, as I said, 4.6 units of profit, right? And right now, I'm sitting at 130 wins, 97 losses, plus 31.56 units of profit. This is more than 30,000 American dollars in just 2 months. And for me, I can stop betting now and I can go and have a summer vacation, and because this is three times better than stock market in just 2 months, and you know that historical stock market is plus 10% yearly annual, right? So this is three times better in 2 months than whole year of investing in stock market, and we know that in stock market people are getting wealthy. So this is why I love sports betting. This is how sports betting helped me in my life to have a freedom so I can do what I love. Okay, but before we go to today's bets and picks, first I want to thank you for all the feedbacks I received. A couple of emails in last days. From people who love watching the videos, who love watching the way I share my projections, the videos. Again, this is something I did 5 years ago, and then, as I said, I stopped doing this because I received hate comments, I received feedbacks that I should share more picks, but this is not my target audience. People who are looking to gamble, who are looking for sports picks, those are not my targeted audience. I cannot please everyone. I want to focus on people who wants to build better life with sports betting, who wants to bet with numbers, who wants to learn, who wants to use sports betting models, who wants to calculate winning probabilities with spreadsheets. And I think those are the people I can help, and those are the people who wants to go on a journey of successful betting in the future. So they don't have a plan to win the next game the next month, but to build a successful journey for next 5-10 years. Okay, and I will try to focus on that small group of people because I cannot compete with big companies, big betting portals, big betting podcasts who share picks or have a lot of audience in Las Vegas or in USA. I am from Europe. I also have different accent, so maybe some people will stop listening to me because of this, but the numbers are everywhere the same, right? So no matter if you come from USA, no matter if you come from Europe, the numbers are and probabilities are always the same. So if you can calculate and project your own odds, you can compare these odds with your bookmakers odds. Okay, and I see a lot of times that people who bet on sports, they jump on my video, or they try to catch the picks, and a lot of people don't even know what they are betting. Okay, so they see that there are some green numbers and they think, okay, this guy has some good picks, I will try to catch these picks. So, and then they, even if I explain everything in my video, there is still not enough knowledge to follow picks. Okay, because yesterday I shared one tweet on Twitter, which I think is very important. The problem with expert picks is that first you need to become an expert at picking experts, right? So people who follow sports picks and handicappers and thoughts and experts, the problem is that if they want to find expert, they need to become an expert first at finding these experts, right? So this is one big problem, okay? And this is why so many sports picks are there, which doesn't help, which don't help sports bettors in the long run, okay? I have never seen anyone who doesn't put any effort, who doesn't have enough knowledge, enough basics, and win in the long run. In the long run, okay? And that's why I prepared one quick course here about sports betting and my bet types, because this was one of the questions I received. But I want to start with this quote from Warren Buffett. He said, "I never invest in anything that I don't understand." Okay, he's one of the wealthiest persons in the world. He was very patient. He didn't invent something, but he was just patient with his investment. And this is something I would also and again, I'm not here to tell you what to do, okay? I just give you my view, I just give you my advice with the hope that it will help you. Because if you don't win at sports betting, if you don't benefit from sports betting, then this is not helpful for me, okay? I want that you all win, okay? And this is why I don't want to give you bad advice, okay? I don't want to give you bad advice. I know that if I will give you good advice, if you can make money, if you can become, I don't know, wealthy, rich, if sports betting becomes a benefit in your sports, in your life, then you will benefit. I will benefit. My channel will grow. I will benefit too. More and more people will also take my courses, buy my stuff, and they will improve their sports betting and their life because of that. And when they improve, when they benefit from this, I also win. So it is a win-win situation. So I don't want to give you bad advice, okay? Everything I say here, it is because I believe, it is because it helped me, okay? I'm not someone who has, I don't know, a restaurant job and do this in a free time. This is my full-time job. I do this for years right now. In my life, I was working maybe 3 or 4 years, and for less 9 8 9 years, this is my full-time job. I'm building businesses. I build websites. I talk about sports betting. I run my online betting courses where I teach sports bettors how to bet properly, how to bet with spreadsheets, and I bet for myself. I do this for years. I was building this on my own example. I started reinvesting my sports betting profits later when I became more financially educated. And this is something I want to share with you, okay? I know this is maybe not for some people, because maybe some people are looking just for picks, for parlays, for some winning bets. But it is completely okay. But this is maybe not, those are maybe not the people that I want to share my message to, okay? I want to create videos, and I want to show my way of betting to those people who are open to my message, who wants to change something, okay? As I said, there are different ways how to win at sports betting. Some people will rely on luck. Some people will gamble. Some people like to go to Vegas for 3 days. They like to hire some sports handicapper. I was watching that documentary a couple of years ago. I think Money Talks or something like that, when a guy, I think, paid the sports handicapper $10,000 American. They went to the casino and they bet, I don't know, $50,000 American on one game. But this was also some kind of service. So everything is okay, okay? Every person must find what is his way of betting and a journey, okay? And as I said, I'm focusing on people who wants to do this strategically, who wants to learn from me my way of betting, projecting the lines in spreadsheets, not following other people's picks, reinvesting their profits, building wealth, building better life. I'm not doing only sports betting, okay? Right now, I'm also writing a journal, or a book journal about how to have better relationship with your kids, because I love kids. This is my another passion. I love my relationship with my daughter. So I want to give to the world something else. Okay, I will also do that stuff because I think I have a good relationship with my daughter. I see other parents that they don't have such a good relationship. I was also reading a lot of books about this. So I also want to give that part of my life to the world. But I'm also bad at some other things, so I don't go to that area. Okay, so I do the things that I love, that I'm passionate about, and that I think I'm good. And I just share the things that I already achieved. So okay, so I'm not sharing something. I don't talk about how to build $1 billion business, because I didn't create $1 billion business. I don't talk about how to have a good marriage, because I'm divorced. So I don't talk about this, but I try to talk about these things that I am good and that helped my life to be better. Okay, and when it comes to sports betting, it is very important that you understand the basics, okay? That you understand what you're doing, okay? And Warren Buffett said, I never invest in anything that I don't understand. Some people don't understand the odds. Some people don't understand the probability. Some people don't understand how bookmakers work. Some people don't understand what is weak, juice, margins. Some people don't understand what are betting exchanges. Some people don't know what are probabilities, what is regression analysis, how to analyze games, what are advanced statistics. So those are all the things we need to understand, right? And if you go to my website, underdogchance.com, and if you click on learn to bet, okay, I have 30-day email course, which is only 27 American dollars. And in 30 days, you get 1 hour video. Okay, it is only 27. You get 1 hour video, extra video, where I talk about how I escaped 9 to 5. You get a free spreadsheet where you can start, and you also get a free ebook. Plus, you get 30 emails each day, one email where I talk where I go from the basics to the later stages. So every day you get one simple message and how you can become better sports better. Okay, so but if you want to go a little bit deeper, and if you get everything from me, all my sports betting, all my knowledge, you can go you can enroll in my masterclass. And it is a lifetime access. You get basically all my betting models, all my knowledge, and you also get direct access to me, our Discord group, and so on. Okay, but it is very important that you start learning about sports betting, and then you invest in sports betting if you want to become a long-term winner. And today I will start with 4 important questions that every sports bettor should ask. Okay, so what do you hope to get from sports betting? Okay, not a lot of people question this. Okay, because most bettors and most gamblers, they just bet. Okay, they don't have a goal. They don't have any goal or any hope in anything from sports betting, so they don't answer this question. The second question is, what do you think is a realistic outcome based on your effort you're currently putting in? Okay, so most people think that they will just follow some picks, they will put 5 minutes of effort in sports betting, and they will make 10 times or they will make 100Ks or something like that, right? They will start with 1,000 American dollars, and then they will make 1 million. This is not going to happen. Okay, if this would be so easy, then we would all be billionaires without any effort. Okay, so I hope that we have at least some sense in our head. So no matter what you do, so we are all from different areas. Maybe you're a policeman, maybe you work in a restaurant, maybe you work in public service, and maybe you're a developer. But we all know that think about one thing that you're good at, right? So maybe you're a bartender, and you know that you cannot become a good bartender without a work. Okay, you need to put some effort, you need to put some time, you need to put some energy, and then you will become good. Imagine that you work imagine that you work at some places, and you have your job, and then one new guy comes to your job, and you do this for 30 years or 20 years, and you are really good at this. And you're really good because you were going you were in this job for, I don't know, 10, 20 years, and then some new guys will come, and he wants to have the same salary, the same experience. It's not going to happen, okay, without any effort, right? So what do you think is a realistic outcome based on your effort you're currently putting in, right? So we know that stock market is 10% in 1 year. So if you want to double this, if you want to triple this, if you want to make 5 times of this, you need to put some effort, right? So do you have realistic goals? Okay, Of course, we can make 10 times in 1 year. Of course, we can even make more if we have a good season, but we need to put some we need to have some realistic goals based on how much effort we put in, right? The third question is, what are we willing to do to make this happen? Okay, this is also important. And the last, how do you think your life will change when you start betting? Because this is something a lot of people don't ask themselves. Okay, they just want money. They like the idea of money. They like the idea of winning bets, but they don't know what will also bring, what other things will come to their life. So there will be stress, there will be losing streaks, there will be times when you will make bets and the team will lose in the last second. So all those things will come into your life as well. The stress will also affect on your family, on your health. Okay, maybe you will not sleep because of that. Yesterday I had a great sleep, so I had 86 on my Aura ring. This is something I explained yesterday, but those are the questions everyone should ask. Okay, because as I said, we are not here just to win a couple of bets. I'm here to show you how to make life better because of sports betting. Okay, it is better to have long-term goal. It is better to constantly win units, build wealth. Okay, because uh, if you have long-term goal, because when I was younger, I was at the start. Okay, I was always betting a lot of money, so bigger relative unit compared to my bankroll, because I was hoping to build bankroll quickly. Of course, I was losing that money, right? And no matter if I made good bets, I was losing that money because I didn't have the strategy, I didn't have the mindset, and then I had to work. So I was angry on teams. I was angry because I had to work. But then later, when I started strategically investing in myself, strategically betting smaller units and building wealth over time, for the first time, 1,000 American dollars, it was a joke. For the first time, 5,000 American dollars, it was a joke. 10,000 American dollars, it was a joke. Before that, it was stressful for me if I bet 10 euros or dollars, if you like, right? So everything is about how you look at the things, right? No matter if you get the best picks in the world, if you have the right, if you don't have the right mindsets, if you don't have a strategy, you will probably lose in the long run. Okay, and what is even more important, because we can always make more money, right? So in this world of opportunities, you can always make more money. Okay, but you cannot make more time. Okay, this is why rich people invest in coaches, in mentors, in courses, in books, because in the long run they will save a lot of time. The same is with sports betting models. Okay, if you invest in building your own sports betting model, you will save a lot of time in the long run. Not only that you will save a lot of time, you will make better bets. Okay, uh, so those are four important questions, and I want to show you the difference between a gambler and an investor in sports betting. Okay, we know that 95% of people are gamblers, so they don't put any effort. They don't know what are they doing. They're just looking for picks, placing bets from others, and they don't even know the basics. And I'm not saying this to be harsh or to offend you. I'm just sharing this. Take this as a wake up call, okay? Because you can learn this. Anyone can learn this, because it is not, if you're a healthy person with average IQ, I have an average IQ. Those are we need to understand the basics, and we need to understand the difference between a gambler and investor. Okay, and we also have some gamblers who made a lot of money, but they look like this. On the other side, it is way better. At least for me, this is how I think, and I hope that this will also resonate with some of you. I believe that it is much better to have better life with less money than a lot of money and be a gambler. But most gamblers are broke anyway, right? Because at the end of the day, they will lose a lot of money and they will also destroy their life. So, and this is not something we want. Okay. So what is the difference between gambling and investing? Okay, in sports betting. So the first one, the first is the purpose. Okay, I will just put it a little bit higher. The primary purpose of gambling is entertainment, where individuals place bets with the hope of winning money in a game of chance. Okay, so we see gamblers who put money. Just go to the Twitter. Okay, there is one Twitter account, Beer Betting, Bleacher Report Betting, and just check the comments and the tweets, or Bleacher Report. They have, I think, a couple of millions followers, uh, and you will see how this looks like. Okay, so how gambling looks like. They are betting, they're arguing about the bets, they're watching games. It is about entertainment, and the only winner from this is a Bleacher Report. They get the traffic, they get the followers, then they make money from marketing, and at the end of the day, the gamblers lose, they go back to the job, they get the salary the next month, they gamble again, and this is how it works. Okay, we also so we who do this strategically, we also need to thank to all those gamblers, because if there wouldn't be a losing gamblers, we would also not make any money, right? Because in order to win in sports betting, there must be on the other side a lot of people who lose, right? And most of these people are doing this for entertainment. Okay, so the purpose, entertainment. Okay, so if you don't put any effort, if you don't build on your strategy, if you just play some bets without any effort, this is usually an entertainment, and which is completely okay. A lot of people bet just because of fun. They have fun, and this is completely okay. I have some other fun. Some people have some other fun. Some people go to vacation. Some people go to bungee jumping. Some people have fast cars. Some people play video games. We all need fun, and for some people, gambling is fun, and they help betting industry, and this is completely okay. But investing, on the other side, is about building wealth over time. Okay, so a lot of people usually try to get picks. Some try to get my betting model so they can bet as much as possible and win as much as possible in short period of time. Not many people have long-term vision. Okay, so investing is always building a wealth over time, because I cannot guarantee that my next bet will be a winning bet no matter what. I cannot guarantee that today's bets will be winning bets. Okay, because even if I make a good analysis, even if I build a great sports betting model, I cannot guarantee that the next bet or the next day will be a winning bet. But in the long run, I'm talking about years, if you do this strategically, your life can improve. Okay, it involves investing in something that have the potential to generate return. Of course, we can talk about positive expected value in sports betting. So if you bet on the odds, not on the games, not on the teams, but on the odds, which have higher probability than they reflect, right? So, for example, if you bet on Boston Red Sox plus 120 and your projected odds is minus 150, this is just example, then you are investing in something with potentially a better return, right? So this is something we need to do. We don't pick winners, we try to find positive expected value, and this is the purpose. Okay, gamblers are always short-term. Investors are building wealth over time. The second, risk and reward. Okay, in gambling, the odds are usually not in your favor, and the risk of losing your entire bet is higher. Okay, so if you don't have the numbers before you bet, if you don't have the probabilities, then the odds are not in your favor. Okay, so picking winners, you can try to pick a winner and your team will win the next day, you will feel great. But if you bet on minus EV, you are betting on negative expected value, and in the long run you will lose. The potential for reward is also usually immediate, but typically less than the amount risk. Okay, in contrast, investing involves calculated risk, okay, with the goal of achieving a positive return over a long period of time. While investing also has its risks, this can be often mitigated through research and diversification. Okay, the third thing, control. When you gamble, you have little to no control over the outcome as it largely depends on luck or chance. Conversely, investing allows you more control and influence through research, careful planning, and strategic decisions. Okay, when you do your own analysis with the numbers, you do research, you have money management, you bet very small amount of units uh, uh, compared to your bankroll, and this bankroll should also be uh, included into your overall financial picture, right? So when I try to teach or advise, I don't like to word teach. Okay, I like to maybe something else, but never mind. So I always say that when you start betting, you should start building wealth. Okay, you should also start educating financially. Okay, it is not about the winner the next day. When you decide, okay, today I will start betting properly, so from this day you start learning about finances, you start learning about investing, you start learning about diversifying your portfolios, and you you attack from different angles. Okay, you attack your wealth from different angles. You start investing in stocks, you start investing, for example, in, I don't know, crypto. You start investing in real estate. You start investing in your business, in your brand, in affiliate marketing. You start attacking from different directions. And sports betting is just one direction. Okay, even if something will go wrong, you have still other directions. Okay, because wealth is one. Okay, and the directions must be different. And at the same time, you must educate yourself, you must become better each day, and this is also one direction. So you start attacking wealth from different directions, and sports betting is just one, and it at every direction you want to be good. Okay, and this is through research, careful planning, and strategic decisions. Okay, it is not only about if Miami Marlins will win today. Okay, if your focus is only if Miami Marlins will win today, this is just gambling. Okay, and gambling always leads to losing in the long run. Okay, the fourth thing, time horizon. This is something I already mentioned. Gambling is a short-term activity. The outcome of a bet is usually determined within a short period of time. Investing, on the other hand, is long-term activity. And the fifth, knowledge and skill, of course, right? Gambling games are designed so that outcome is largely independent of the player's knowledge or skill. So we know bettors, gamblers who win the next game, they are very happy, but they made a bet, they won a bet, which was not based on their skill, right? So if they didn't project their own odds, if they didn't have a well-defined method, and even if they cannot explain why they bet that particular bet, right, and why they pay that price, I am talking about the odds, it is a gambling. Okay, so every time when you place a bet, you must know why you make that bet. Okay, if you cannot explain to your son, to your daughter, to your wife why you did that bet and for how much units, then it is usually a gambling. Okay, when I make my own projections, I project my own probabilities, and combination of probabilities and the bookmaker's odds, I have another formula which recommends me how much to bet on one game. Okay, so I can explain how I got probabilities, what are the odds, and how I calculated the risk. Okay, and I can even explain what is the bigger picture and why I'm doing this and how to reinvest and everything else. Okay, in contrast, investing requires a high level of knowledge. Okay, knowledge is very important. Okay, and skill, understanding financial markets, conducting research, analyzing data, and making informed decisions are crucial components of successful investing. Okay, I know that a lot of sports bettors are stuck because they think the math is complex. They're not math guys, but this is something I also talked about. Uh, of course, it can be complex if you use programming languages like Python, if you want to generate your own app. Of course, if you can do this, great, you can do it. This is completely amazing. But most average people like me, myself, I think the best ways are spreadsheets. They're very simple. What I teach also are simple betting models, so you can use the numbers before you bet. All my betting models are pretty simple, no complex math, no complex statistics, but they generate good results. And not I only see from myself, I also see from the people in our from our members who put some effort, who created other sports betting models with spreadsheets. So for an average person, I think spreadsheets are still the number one. Okay, but of course, as I said, if you're a developer, if you can do this in Python, if you can do with R statistics, if you can do more complex things, this is completely great. Okay, but I believe that 95% of people, when they see those books, those podcasts, those complex things, then they are stuck. They simply stay away. They think that they will need to put a lot of effort, so they simply stay away. Okay, but definitely without knowledge and skill, you cannot win in the long run. Okay. And the question yesterday was also about bet types. In baseball, most of the time I bet on money lines. Okay, so the bet types for full game, most popular on money lines. Simply, when your team wins, your bet wins. Okay, this is very simple. Then we have also run lines. So run line is if you're, for example, this one minus 1.5. If you bet on minus 1.5, your team must win by 2. If your team wins by 1 or if they lose, it is a losing bet. But I stay away from these games lately because I like to take run line plus 1 with huge underdogs. Okay, because if based on my formula that I have, so those who join my betting course, they will understand. So I have a formula which calculates me what is a qualified bet or not. Okay, it takes into account my probabilities and bookmakers odds. Okay, and if I find a value with money line projection, then I also find a value or qualified bet with plus 1.5 run line. But it is not necessary a qualified bet with minus 1.5 run line. Okay, so most of the time I take money lines, and I take, where is that? Okay, I wanted to make it bold, but I zoomed in. But most of the time I take money lines and run lines. Okay, there are also some other run lines plus 1, which means that your team can lose by 1, you will get money back. If your team wins, or then you win a bet. Okay, and other variations. But those are the bet types for full game. Okay, and this is something everyone should understand. So if you bet on baseball, at least understand the basics. Okay, you need to understand what is money line. So when I show my spreadsheet and you see all those probabilities projections, you need to understand what are those numbers, right? Those are just basics. Okay, and as I said, if you don't know how to start, you can go to my website, learn to bet. I have a 30-day email betting course for just 27 American dollars. It is less than a dollar per day, and you will get 30-day basics and how to become better. Okay, so when it comes to my spreadsheet, you see I have a yellow section, I have a blue section. Okay, and for full games, uh, I put information here. So I have the teams, I have the pitchers. Those are my projected probabilities, because when you have the numbers, when you have the data, when you add statistical methods, you can calculate winning percentages. Okay, I have developed some of my formulas and combination of formulas. Of course, I'm not Isaac Newton. Okay, most of the things we don't invent, but we use the formulas and the knowledge from the books, from statisticians, and we combine here. Okay, can you do this on your own? Of course you can. Okay, if you will take time, if you will research, if you will educate yourself. I needed a couple of years, you can do it too. But I developed and built my own sports betting model, so I get my probabilities. Okay, and then I also calculate my totals. I'm not betting totals, I'm focusing on money lines and first 5 innings. Okay, first half. And then of course I turn my probabilities into the odds which you see here, and I add bookmakers odds, and I calculate the winning percentage difference. And then, as I said, I have my own formula which calculates me the value, and it suggests me if the bet is qualified or recommended, if you like, or not. Okay, and if it is recommended, the betting model will automatically show me blue text here. Okay, so as you see, it is not qualified here. It pops out Oakland, and it shows me how much units should I bet. Recommended. Okay, so this is for full game in yellow, and then I have the same calculations for first 5 innings. So full game, first 5 innings, and then I manually put the qualified bets here. So I have everything here. Okay, uh, first 5 inning bets are the bets where we look at 5 innings only. So we don't care what will happen at the end. We're just focusing on first 5 innings. Okay. Why are they so great? Because baseball game consists from starting pitcher, which will pitch around 5-6 innings. So this range shortened a little bit in the last years, but around 5-6 innings. But if you bet on first 5 innings, you can focus on that pitcher. Okay, you can expect that this pitcher will go 5 innings, and you can ignore bullpen numbers. Okay, so you can take out of the equation one part of the team. Okay, because bullpens can be tricky a little bit. You don't know who will pitch. You will know which players will they rest. Sometimes during the game they need to change the strategy because I don't know, starting pitcher allows more runs or something like that, and they will use some weaker pitcher, so they will rest the closer or something like that. Right? So it is never really something that we know for sure, but we know for sure who will start. Okay, and you can focus on first 5 innings, and this is a beauty of betting on first 5 innings. So every single bookmaker has first 5 innings. Okay, and it is the same first half money line. So if after 5 innings your bet is a winning bet, you win a bet. Okay, in European odds, in European bookmakers, we have +0. Okay, which means that if the game after 5 innings is tied, your money will you will get your money back. Okay, and then we have different run lines, which is the same. So after first 5 innings, if your team must win, this is minus 0.5. Plus 0.5 means that if the game is tied, you still win a bet. Okay, so as I said, I on the right side I have on the blue, here in the blue, I have projections in my spreadsheets for first 5 inning only. Okay, so I make different projections. Okay, so once I analyze the games with bullpen, and then I make calculations without bullpen. So I exclude the bullpen. I'm not doing twice this. So I simply type the team, and betting model will calculate me everything at the same time. Okay, so I simply put in the spreadsheet. Okay. And there, of course, we also have other bet types in baseball. Totals, when you bet on total runs in the game, you can bet on first inning, which I don't do. I don't like. Then we also have proposition bets, like betting on strikeouts, on hits, or something like that. Okay, but I'm focusing on money lines and first 5 innings. This is something. It works. But once you gain the knowledge, of course, you can also build other things as well. Okay. So my concept is very simple. So I project my own odds with my sports betting model. For example, I project that Red Sox should be plus 105, and then I check bookmakers odds. Okay, and if I see that bookmakers odds are, for example, on Red Sox plus 135, which would mean that I expect, so this is a value, as you see. So in this case, I expect that someone pays 105 if I bet 100 American dollars. So this is my projected. Okay, that means that I expect, maybe this sentence should be here, right? But when I see that someone pays 135 instead of 105, right? This is a positive expected value. This is a value for me. This is how I do. This is how I teach my students. Okay, so I teach them how to calculate their own odds for different sports, for different leagues, and then they find the value. And this is how we bet. So we invest in games where we think we can generate more profits over time. Okay, so this is the concept, and odds are basically implied probabilities, and I think everyone should understand. Okay, so if we use bookmakers odds, those are, this is the example with margins included, or weak if you like. So minus 110 against minus 110 represent 50%. Okay, we need to turn this odds into the probabilities, then take weak, and then we get fair probabilities. Okay, this is something I also explained in my previous videos, and it is very simple. So, but most Americans use American odds, and I think they're a little bit more complex. So sports betting, for a lot of people, is anyway complex, and with American odds we can overcomplicate this. But it is your decisions which odds you will use. I think, and my advice is that decimal odds are much simpler, because at the end of the day, what is your goal in sports betting? To make money, right? And improve life. So no matter if you use American odds, decimal odds, no matter what Twitter handicappers say, no matter what ESPN say, your goal is to make money, right? And if you and you want to simplify things as much as possible, okay? Because if in American odds, if so, how to calculate this? Okay, so if the probability is above 50%, the formula is this. Okay, odds minus you can see this. Okay, this is the formula if probability is above 50%. If the probability is below or equal to 50%, we have another formula. Okay, so for example, how you calculate 50%? Okay, you see we have two if conditions. Okay, while on the other side we have decimal odds. It is very simple. You simply divide one by probability and you get the odds. Okay, it is very simple. In American odds we have two if conditions, and it is a little bit more complex. Okay, I'm not saying you should use decimal odds, but based on my experiences, I was also I also tried to use American odds in the past. I tried to use, but decimal odds are way easier to understand, to calculate, to everything. Okay, but I understand both odds, and I know that a lot of people from, not a lot of people, my channel is not big. Okay, so yesterday I had, I don't know, 150 views, right? So if you like the video, if you like the content I share, please leave a like, maybe share with your friends so we can grow a little bit. So I would really appreciate it. But I will not say that a lot of people, but most of these people that watch my baseball projections and picks videos are from USA. Okay, and this is why I talk in American odds. Okay, so to help them. But in general, if you plan to bet for next 10 years, maybe you can think about using decimal odds. At least try. Okay, they are very simple to use. Okay, and of course, if you want to learn how to bet with numbers, if you want to learn my way of betting, please visit underdogchance.com, because I can show you how to bet with betting models and spreadsheets. Okay, so we can go to projections. Okay, as I said yesterday, I went 5.2 plus 4.62 units of profit, 31.56 units. And let's go to today's games, and let's find some bets. I have a couple of bets today. I found the value in worst teams in the league. I hope we can win with them too. But let's start with the first two games. Texas, Detroit, Angels against Chicago White Sox. I stay away from these two games because I think we don't have pitchers yet. Later, I will probably not be there, so I will skip this game. Tampa Bay Rays, Chicago Cubs. Yesterday, I had Chicago Cubs. They beat Tampa Bay Rays. They were huge underdog, but I took them as a run line. So I took this option. I will show you. I took first 5 inning this option. So after first 5 inning, if the game was tied, my money was 1. My bet was 1, so it was a winning bet. And I took Chicago Cubs at plus 1.5. Okay, run line. So it was, as you see, I got smaller odds, 2.03, right? So we can check it here. As you see, those are my win-loss. But because I took run line, instead of plus 176 or something like that at that point, I got at plus 103, but I took safer version, so I like to use plus 1.5 with huge underdogs. Okay, those are my projections. I have Tampa Bay Rays at minus 122. Those are my projected odds, so this is something that I expect. This is something I explained here, right? My way of betting. So I expect that someone pays 105. So I expect that if I bet on Chicago Cubs, 100 American dollars, I expect that someone, in this case a bookmaker, will pay me at least 125. So if I will get plus 200, then this is a value bet. And this is the concept, okay? This is the concept I use, okay? We still don't have bookmakers odds, but later I will check it. But I think I saw some soft bookmakers, they have very similar numbers. Okay, Cleveland, Baltimore, I will stay away from this game too. I don't know why average pitcher, but I think they have some new pitcher or the pitcher from which I don't have enough information, so I stay away. Okay, and then we have Atlanta, Oakland, Schuster against James Caprillion, two right-handed pitchers. Of course, I give Atlanta better chance. I give them 58.89% of chance to win this game. My projected odds minus 143, bookmakers minus 230. So as you see, there is no value. But I found small value with Oakland, despite I give them only 40% of chance to win this game. I think they are a little bit underrated in this game because my fair odds are plus 143, bookmakers plus 195, and I found a value with Oakland, and I also found a value with first 5 innings. But as I said, when there are huge underdogs, I'm taking plus 0.5. So this is a run line. So my bet will be a winning bet even if Oakland lose by 1 run. Oakland should not lose by 2 or more runs. But if they lose by 1 run, it is a winning bet. Of course, it is also a winning bet if they win a game. Okay, and this is for first 5 innings. Oakland bet is a winning bet if after 5 innings the game is tied or Oakland is leading. Okay, those are the odds. Those are the odds, decimal odds. This is the unit. This is the unit. Okay. The next game, Pittsburgh, San Francisco Giants, Keller against Wood, right-handed against lefty. I have San Francisco at minus 114, Pittsburgh plus 114. As you see, my odds and bookmakers' odds are basically the same. There is no value in this game based on my analysis. Washington Dodgers, Corbin Syndergaard. I have Washington at plus 173, bookmakers plus 208. I think Dodgers are a little bit overrated, okay, but not in the full game, but I found small value in first 5 innings. I have projected Washington at plus 135, so I speak now in the American odds. Those are my projected, not decimal, American odds. Those are my projected decimal odds, and those are bookmakers' odds. As you see, there is quite difference, right? And because of that, my betting model pops out me that Washington is a value. So this is a recommendation. Okay, Washington should be a good bet, and I'm taking safer version. I'm taking plus 0.5, which means that if Washington is leading after 5 innings, or if the game is tied after 5 innings, it would be a winning bet. Okay, 1.38 is recommended unit, and I round them down to 125. So Washington plus 0.5 after first 5 innings. As I said, in blue I have first 5 innings, right, at 1.25 units. Okay, San Diego, Miami, Blake Snell, Braxton Garrett, two left-handed pitchers. I have Miami as a small favorite. Bookmakers have them as a small underdog. The same with first 5 innings, and because of that, I have Miami Marlins to win this game plus 107 full game money line at 1.5 unit. The same with Miami first 5 innings plus 0.5, as you see, right, at 1.72. So as you see, the odds are a little bit weaker because I add this run line or handicap or spread, if you like. This is some kind of spread, and 1.25 units. Okay. Then we have two other games with league average pitchers. I will completely stay away from these two games. Then we have Philadelphia, New York Mets, Aaron Nola, Carlos Carrasco. Carlos Carrasco didn't start well this season, so his numbers also went down in my betting model, but I still have Mets as a small favorite, bookmakers small underdog, but the difference between my projected lines and bookmakers odds are far away, are not good enough, if you like, and I didn't find any value. Okay, I think those are the all bets. uh, let's check quickly the last three games: Minnesota, Houston, Varland, Hunter Brown. My numbers and bookmakers numbers are basically the same. As you see, there is no value, so I only bet when my projected odds, calculated estimated odds, right, are different than bookmakers odds. Okay, so this is the criteria. Colorado, Arizona, I stay away from this game. And Yankees, Seattle, Schmidt, Kirby, two right-handed pitchers. I have Seattle at minus 125, bookmakers minus 137. Basically the odds are the same. Okay, so I didn't find value. Okay, so if we make a quick recap of today's bets, picks, bets, whatever you call it. I don't like word pick, okay? Because in investing, there shouldn't be picks or tips, okay? But when I was checking on the internet, 95% of people are looking for the picks, okay? I have that statistics from Hrefs. There's around 60,000 or 80,000 monthly searchers about, I don't know, NFL picks, and only 200 searches on the Google about sports betting models, okay? And no wonder why 95% of people lose, because they're looking for picks, right? But to get attention from people, you need to share them picks, because there were examples in our history where people were doing some great things, but they didn't have the marketing. They didn't show people, and they couldn't help them, right? So if nobody sees you, they will not find you, and you cannot help them. Okay. So quick recap: Oakland plus 1.5. Those are full games. Those are first 5 inning games. Oakland plus 1.5. Oakland plus 0.5. Washington plus 0.5. Miami money line. Miami first 5 inning plus 0.5. Okay, those are all recommended bets, and maybe later, I don't know what kind of odds we will get from Chicago Cubs, Tampa Bay Rays. So, but I don't believe that we can get Chicago Cubs at plus 200. So this won't be a qualified bet. Okay. So that's it from me today. I wish you all the success if you will take these bets, and always remember, if you will start looking at sports betting as an investing, if you will have a long-term plan, start thinking in years, not in days, months, weeks, then sports betting can be a great investment tool, not only for building wealth or making some money, but also improving life. Okay, because if you can add one extra income stream to your overall financial picture, this is great. Okay, and plus sports betting, I love the numbers, I love games, I love this, and if you love this too, I think it is worth time, energy, and money to invest at the start, and this can bring you a lot of success later. Okay, so thank you for watching, and as I said, if you like the video, please like it, maybe share with your friends, so we can get a little bit more views, not just 150, and maybe some other people will also get the value. So a little bit different, not just sports picks, but I hope you will like it. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow. Okay.